Hello, everyone. My name is Scott Paulson. I'm a physician at Texas Oncology. I'm a gastrointestinal medical oncologist and work in Dallas. And my primary clinical focus is in neuroendocrine tumors. And I'm excited to share a little bit of information about a clinical trial that just opened. This clinical trial will be ongoing at the Hoag Medical Center in Southern California, as well as the Rocky Mountain Cancer Center at the Neuroendocrine Institute there in Denver, Colorado, in addition to Dallas. The study is looking at individuals who have well-differentiated neuroendocrine tumors of the pancreas, gastrointestinal tract, or lung that is not removable by surgery and is therefore being treated medically. The study agent that we are looking at is an open label study. So that means that everyone receives the intended drug. There is no placebo control to it. And the drug's name is Nab-sirolimus, Sirolimus. And Nab-sirolimus is a drug that biochemically inhibits a little molecule in tumor cells that's important called mTOR, MTOR. And many of you may know that a drug called everolimus is currently approved for the use of tumor control in lung, pancreas, and gastrointestinal well-differentiated neuroendocrine tumors. However, our concerns with everolimus is that, frankly, we don't tend to see very much shrinkage out of the tumor. Like most medications that we use for cancers, it has a host of side effects as well. And given the dependence on this mTOR pathway for neuroendocrine tumors and the low response rates associated with everolimus, there is interest in looking at trying to identify some better drugs that work along those lines. What nab-sirolimus essentially is a similar drug that is tied to a really big protein. And the reason that that's important is that tumors that have a lot of blood vessels that tangle up are able to trap that protein a little bit more effectively. And in some early scientific models, what folks were able to show with this particular drug is that they could get much higher concentrations of the drug in the tumor while reducing the amount of drug that is dispensed to the rest of the body. And the hope is by doing so, it will reduce the toxicities of the drug, but also increase the ability to get the drug to where we want it to go, which is the cancer cells. The hope of this study, and frankly, the primary objective, is to see if we can actually get tumor shrinkage. The goal here is that this needs to be a better agent than what is currently available. Who is this right for? I think is an important question. Well, the study's looking at folks who have only received 2 lines of therapy at most. So generally, it's going to be folks who have been on either octreotide or lanreotide and had tumors grow, and then could have been on an additional agent beyond that. That includes PRRT, other small molecule inhibitors, although folks could not have had everolimus prior to going on this study. There are some inconveniences associated with it because of the way that it's bound in order to try to deliver better drug to the tumor. It has to be given intravenously, and it's given once a week, 2 out of 3 weeks. So therefore, you get the drug once, you come in the next week and get it a week later, and then you take a week off. And that's different from a lot of the pills that we use for neuroendocrine tumors. So there's an added burden of visits for individuals. I think this study is right for individuals who are very interested in participating in clinical trials. Our hope is that we're finding a better molecule, but as we say with any clinical research study, we don't know. That's why we're doing the study. While we're hopeful that it's going to provide some significant improvements and increased activity relative to the drugs that we are currently using, we will never know until we're done with the trial itself. With that, for individuals that are in these areas or particularly interested in this study, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to review cases to see if we think that it is a good idea to pursue this. There are a number of additional drugs that are available for neuroendocrine tumors, and how this fits in with your particular case is something we like to review. Said a different way, if we're pursuing this trial, we want to make sure that it's the right thing for you.